my opinion, we call it attack. Forget about the word terrorist. We're not going to use that word. In 1946, right before the mandate was referred to the UN, yeah? For the British mandate, sorry, the resolution. Okay. He went into King David Hotel. They went into the basement of the hotel. Forget about it. They called them. They didn't call them.
They did call them.
Well, no problem. They called them. They didn't call them. The Jewish library says they called them. Yeah, I read it. I read the Jewish library, the Jewish virtual library. I saw their account. Begin says they called them. Whatever, no problem. They called them. They didn't call them. In whatever case, they went into the hotel and 92 people died because of the barrel bombs that they put in place and the shootings that happened. Okay, so who were killed? Some 27 Palestinians were killed, and the rest were British people. Yeah, working in that hotel. It wasn't. Okay, some Jewish people were killed as well. So I don't understand, because this is the thing. This is why I've come to you. I feel like sometimes you do have a bias. I come to you and say to you, do you consider that this was a terrorist attack? You're saying that they're not terrorists. Why are they not terrorists? Because you know what the interesting thing is, sorry, just to add to it, that this same Begin in 1946 who orchestrated this terrorist attack and who allowed 92 people to be killed, it was the same Begin that became the Prime Minister. Became the President or Prime Minister?
Prime Minister.
Prime Minister of Israel in 1948.
No, 1980 was it?
I actually don't know.
Begin. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Begin was 1980. Yeah.
But just on Vegas.
So Begin, yeah, became Prime Minister. Okay. Now it's as if you have Osama bin Laden and the 9/11 attacks exactly like this.
It's a disgusting comparison.
No, it's exactly the same comparison.
It's a disgusting comparison.
Why?
And I'll tell you why.
Why?
In 1946,
Osama bin Laden becomes the puppet king of one of the Arab
interested
nations.
in the answer? In 1946,
yes.
What had just finished in Europe?
Are you talking about World War II?
I'm talking about the Holocaust. 6 million Jews.
World War II and Holocaust.
Yeah, but I'm talking explicitly about the Holocaust.
Well, Holocaust happened within World War II. Yeah.
6 million Jews had just been slaughtered during that period.
So you can kill other innocents.
Listen, please listen. The British
and Erdogan, by the way, they support the Nazis.
Can I just make my point? I let you speak and I didn't interrupt you.
Yes.
6 million Jews were slaughtered. During that period, the British closed the doors of mandatory Palestine to Jewish immigration. They limited it to 10,000 Jews coming in and increased immigration of Arabs. The Israelis...
Sorry, say that part again.
So Arabs migrated en masse from Lebanon, Syria, the surrounding states into mandatory Palestine, attracted by the affluence that the British and the
I don't know about
okay,
this.
It's fine. It's a fact. You can Google
it.
No.
Okay, fine.
Fine.
I don't know about
This is my perspective. This is the Jewish narrative. In response to locking the door during the Holocaust, the Irgun started pushing hard back against the British, who were pushing hard against the Irgun. And the Irgun hit the headquarters of the British military, which was at that time in the King David Hotel.
Yes,
it was the military headquarters.
Jerusalem.
Yeah, in Jerusalem. I've been there. It's a beautiful hotel now.
Yes. Now it is that they renovated it.
Yeah. And I'm getting soaked here. And in response, they hit the hotel. They warned them. They rang up in advance and say we're going to hit it.
So if ISIS warns the Intercontinental Hotel
that
and say, look, we're going to do a bomb today.
You compared Osama bin Laden flying planes into a commercial industry, killing 2,000 civilians as an equivalency to Jews responding to the Holocaust.
It was actually 3,000.
The Jews responded, 3,000, sorry, responding to the Holocaust.
Or 7,700, you got 50 people there died.
Responding to the Holocaust and trying to increase Jewish immigration into a land.
So you're saying just because they're responding to the Holocaust they can do that?
No, I'm saying it's...
And by the way, for your information...
It's 2 military forces attacking each other.
No, it's not 2 military forces, it's a hotel, which means people are living in it.
It's not a hotel, there was no...
You just said it was a King David Hotel.
It wasn't a hotel, the British took over it and made it a military base.
But were civilians killed?
No, only people that were working for the British government. So you would call them civil servants?
No, yeah, so a civil servant can be killed.
No, not at all.
Sorry, man. This is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous.
Okay.
You have to Come on, man. Sorry, I apologise. Joseph, I apologise.
Try and be respectful.
No, I'm
in your face.
No,
I'm trying to be respectful.
No, it was funny. No, sorry, I apologise. Okay. I want to say.
No.
Go ahead.
if you have two military forces, the Irgun, the Israeli military force, and the British, who are fighting each other, and they're hitting, the British are killing Irgun fighters, and the Irgun are responding by killing British fighters, that is not a terror attack, that is two military
But
forces.
hold on, they're not military
fighting.
forces. Irgun was not even recognized by the what's the other one called? Haganah. The Haganah condemned the attacks. So I don't know why you can't do the same thing.
No, so the Haganah, okay, so you have to understand Jewish politics at the time.
No, I'm telling you, the Haganah, clearly, yes, the Haganah were differentiated from the Irgun, yeah? The Haganah, they condemned the attacks.
I want to say one thing really, really clear. I don't support any violence, but you asked me if they're terrorists, and I said no.
Okay, no problem, but you accepted that was, you justified the attack.
No, I gave the context of the attack and said it's incomparable to 9/11.
Why is it a 577 then?
It's completely incomparable.
So why? Because it was a hotel?
Because you've got two military forces fighting.
Okay,
There's a military
so no problem. No, I've got a good question for you then. Perfect. I've got him where I want him. This is where I wanted you, okay? That guy that killed... hold on, no problem. What's his name? The guy, Woolwich. Lee Rigby. Okay, no, that's it, it's done. Shukran, Habib. Lee Rigby, okay? He was killed by... I forget the guy's name, yeah? That guy that... what's his name?
I'm glad everyone else has difficulty pronouncing his name.
Okay, so Adebayojo, he killed Lee Rigby, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, Lee Rigby was a member of the British military. Yeah. Your premise was that, okay, it's justified that the Irgun attacked the King David Hotel because it was one military force against another. The Irgun was not a recognized military force within the Jewish community. It was a splinter group that even the Haganah, they condemned. The Haganah was more mainstream.
No, so
yeah. No, by the way, and this is in the Jewish library. The Jewish virtual library. They will tell you that even they will agree with me.
It's on the website, yeah?
It's on the website.
Jewish virtual library is a website.
No, it's a website, but it's respected by a lot of people, you know.
Yeah, no.
Anyways, having said that, so the Haganah, so the Irgun committed. Hold on, I haven't finished my statement. So here, what you've said is that you consider that not a terrorist attack. So do you consider Lee Rigby?
Okay, so let's.
Hold on.
Yes, I understand your question.
Is Lee Rigby being killed by that man, Adebayojo, terrorism?
Yes.
So, what's different between Lee Rigby being killed and this guy is being killed? 92 of them in the hotel.
What was Michael's, I'm not going to try to pronounce his surname,
yes,
motivation?
Michael. Political in nature.
No, but what was his motivation?
He wanted to kill the guy because he said it afterwards. He had the blood in his hands and he had the knife. He said that because you guys are in my country, the same kind of logic you've just used actually.
So what was my logic?
You said because we've been killed in the Holocaust, 1946, yeah, then it justifies XYZ.
No, so
his motives were to revenge things.
Yeah, revenge. His logic was to revenge
so
those.
It isn't about revenge.
Okay, so what was it about then?
So, as I said before, Jews are being massively persecuted at this point. They've been persecuted in the Arab world. They've been persecuted in the Holocaust.
So does that allow?
No, listen. At that point, British locked the doors, and if they hadn't locked the doors, millions of Jews could have been saved. We can agree with that, yeah?
Yeah.
The Holocaust could have been averted.
Are you talking about like the Evian conference and these things that...
So I'm saying if Britain hadn't locked the doors to Palestine...
Their own doors.
So Britain was awarded the mandate on the condition they created Jewish national home there. Yeah, we agreed that. That was the Balfour Declaration.
Okay.
That's why the League of
By the
Nations...
way, they weren't in a position to, in my opinion, they weren't in a position, like the colonial masters at that time were them in France.
Colonial masters?
Yeah, they were. What, do you not believe that they were colonial masters?
No, it's just the language. It's so.
What, you don't believe that they were colonists or not?
So
were they colonists or not? Did they not have an empire? Was there not a British empire at that time?
So what time are we talking?
You said 1917, yeah?
So I said in 1917.
There was a colonial office
but
in
that wasn't
Britain.
when the mandate was granted. Wasn't 1917 was the Balfour Declaration?
No, I know. The mandate was granted 1924, yeah?
I thought it was earlier than that, but
whatever. It could be 1924. At any rate, Britain had a colonial office in Parliament.
It was definitely 21.
No, until the 40s or 50s.
When was Jordan created? Because it was the year after. When was the eminence of Jordan?
1919?
No, it was later.
The Treaty of Versailles?
No, it was later than that. Anyway, dates.
Anyways,
early
go ahead,
20th century.
Yeah. Anyways, at any rate, the point I'm asking you is very simple, straightforward question. Like, this is why I think sometimes you do have a bias. So
I started have a bias.
Okay, no problem. We all have a bias, but it's an unfair bias. You have a double standard, I would say.
I don't have a double standard.
I do believe you do, because this is the thing. The justification.
My bias is this. My people have been slaughtered
Okay.
in almost every land we live.
Okay.
My only bias is Jewish survival. That's my bias.
Okay,
Whatever
no.
ensures
At
my
the-
people
but
survive,
even the
that's my
expense,
bias.
and this is why I believe it, at the expense of other
No,
people's
not at
deaths.
the expense of anyone else. That's what you've just said.
No,
you
because-
put those words. That's not my. That's
Okay,
not what I
no,
said.
I'm asking you.
I never said I supported King David for one.
So you don't support it?
No, I don't. So again, I said it's not an act of terror.
What?
I said it's not an act
So
of
what?
terror.
Why is it not an? Why is it not an
Oh my
action?
God, we're just going round in circles.
No, it's not. It's just that you're cornered.
I'm cornered.
It's just a difficult question for you to answer. Sorry.
Is the Lee Rigby Act a terror act in your eyes?
Yes, Lee Rigby is.
So Lee Rigby's terror act because they killed they killed someone from the military.
Because-
But then when Jewish people kill British military soldiers, the same exact scenario is British military soldiers who are acting in their opinion in a colonial way.
See, he would say they're terrorists,
So
but you're saying they're
no,
not.
that's the thing, Joseph.
So
Joseph,
he would
listen
say
carefully.
he would-
Joseph, sorry. This is an important question.
Sorry, it's really hard to
Here-
all of you.
In 1946, there was a terrorist attack. King David, Eastern Jerusalem, whatever it may have been. Yeah, and 92 people.
It's West Jerusalem.
So West Jerusalem, no problem. And 92 people were killed. Yeah, of them many civilians, of them Palestinians, of them British people that had their headquarters in the hotel. Now you said
Was Mandela a terrorist?
that's a discussion.
No, because it's the same
No,
argument.
don't waste my time
No,
with
no,
this,
no,
man.
no,
We're not
no,
going to South African
What's the-
politics. Stop trying to
it's
run
a
away
sim-
from this.
No, it's a simple
No,
question because it's relevant
No,
to
hold
the
on.
news today.
Hold on. I'm not going to talk
He's
about.
asking a simple
I'm asking you the
No,
simple
and I've
question.
responded and replied to that question several
No,
times,
no,
and
no,
now
no.
I'm asking you a
No,
question.
no, no,
This
no,
is
no,
always
no,
the case. This is
No,
always
Joseph,
the
Joseph.
case.
You stated that the King David hotel attack is not a terrorist attack. He stated
It
that
is.
do you believe the Lee Rigby
And I
Act
said
is
yes.
a terrorist? No, you said no.
No, I said Lee Rigby was the terror attack.
Okay, and the King David isn't.
Wasn't.
So
yeah.
why is it? What's the difference?
This is
And
what
I
he's
just
asking.
explained.
What's the difference? What's the difference?
Motivation.
No, the motivation is the same.
No, it's not the same.
They
want to establish
6
an
million
Islamic
Muslims
state.
Wait, hold on,
hadn't
let-
just been killed in a Holocaust, and Britain
Wait, hold
hadn't
on, hold
locked
on.
the doors to those Muslims
So-
to prevent them from getting in.
So hold on. You're saying the justification is the death of other Jews elsewhere.
No. I'm saying it's very, very black and white. Just like those in
But Joseph, do you see how that doesn't make any sense? Because that's exactly
Okay,
that. Hold on.
Why
That
was
is
Mandela not a terrorist?
Hold on. Forget that's a different question,
no,
man.
it's you ask
You're the one
me
who's
questions.
discovering
It's like
Why is it when I ask a
bro.
question you don't answer, but you can ask me
No,
all the
because the
questions?
thing is, we're talking about
No,
Arab
no.
Palestine. Now
No,
you're bringing
no.
South Africa.
But you brought
into it.
Lee Rigby in, so I'm bringing in something else, which is detached, and I'm asking
No,
you
no,
a
no,
question.
no,
Justify
So
your
why
side.
do you run away from the question, but I'm not allowed to?
I will answer you, no
Okay,
problem.
please.
No,
Please do.
hold no problem, yeah?
Okay.
But I'm saying to you here and now, yeah? If you're saying that what differentiates, because I'm just following your argument. You're saying what differentiates.
Can you just answer my question? I've
No.
answered every question you've asked me.
We haven't cleared this
Yeah,
up.
we're not leaving the topic. I'm just trying to add more context.
I'm just saying.
So I'm
Look,
asking,
look, please, Joseph.
you can't just ask me. I'm surrounded by people who are hostile to Israel, for one.
No, man. If anyone here says anything to you, yeah, I'll give you protection. No problem.
Listen to the dynamic
I
of the
will give
conversation,
you
yeah?
protection.
Listen to the dynamic of the conversation.
And there was an IDF soldier
listen
here.
to the dynamic of the conversation.
Just a minute ago.
Listen to the dynamic of the conversation. I say something, then other people jump in and say, answer the question, do this, do that. I am outnumbered. I believe I've answered it several times.
Fine, Joseph, no problem. I'm just saying, you've said that. I'm just answering your answer.
Why
Yeah?
won't you answer my question?
No problem. I'll answer your
Okay,
question,
thank you.
right? I'll be completely honest with you. My knowledge of South African politics is not that good. Halas, I can't answer the question because I don't know. There is a discussion there.
Okay, do you
There
know
is
the
a-
argument? Are you aware?
No, I'm aware of the fact that he took out arms and these things and all this, and he
And
went
who
to
did they
prison
target?
and all those things.
And who did
now,
they
for me,
target?
I don't have enough knowledge of that department of South African
No, but,
politics to make a judgment call on that. So I'm going to abstain from making a. I don't need to give you the
So
answer.
why,
to that.
why do you educate yourself to such a depth about the Jews but not other conflicts, like in South Africa?
Well, I do, but
apartheid?
South Africa, I'm not as.
I mean, that is what when people talk about apartheid,
Are
which
you,
I
are
know
you,
you're talking about.
So that's a complete ridiculous thing, man.
No,
I don't have knowledge of everything, my friend.
No, but
Are you going to hold me to account for what I don't
you're
know?
talking about apartheid or like apartheid Israel. I've heard you saying Israel's an apartheid state.
No, I have-
so you
I've
must
looked-
have researched what apartheid is and where it came
Yeah,
from.
yeah, but look,
So then you understand what the conflict was there.
what is South Africa?
Yeah, you must understand
Yeah,
that
I know
Mandela
the
took arms
conflict.
against the
Yeah, I understand
apartheid
that.
regime.
Yeah. No problem.
And what was it? Who
So-
did he
so-
tell?
so-
Why
look,
do most
look,
people say?
look,
Can I
look,
just?
you-
Why do most people say he's not a
Why are we
terrorist?
talking about Mandela?
Because why are we talking about
Let's
Lee
talk
Rigby?
about Martin Luther
Why
King.
are we talking about Lee Rigby?
Let's talk about Malcolm
Why
X.
are we talking about Lee Rigby?
Because you're saying that's
because it's
And I'm giving it another example. If you don't understand,
no problem.
this is called bullying. This is actually bullying. You basically.
We're just asking for logic, though. That's all it is.
Okay, don't bully. Don't
See how I'm being
bully.
kind
No,
to
no,
you?
no, no,
I'm saying
no.
I'm
Leave
just
him, leave him.
asking
And so you bring leaving me, and I bring apartheid. Yeah.
No, that's not what happened.
No problem. Hey, no, fine, fine. Joseph, say what you want to say. Go ahead. I don't want to bully.
Okay.
I'm not bullying anyone here.
No, it's not you as an individual. It's when you're outnumbered, and
Don't worry, Joseph.
only me.
Give him
Sorry,
1
can I outnumber
minute.
you?
Give him 1 minute to say whatever he
it's
wants
already
to say.
two. But
Give him 1 minute to say whatever he wants to say. Go ahead.
okay.